From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Malik Harrison on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go with the option. Coming right. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Then it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he breaks a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Coleman now, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Coleman now to return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Down and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Steelers.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 83 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And he's got it up and through. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is
accelerating, and off he goes.
I'm the best in the game.
30,
I'm the best in the game.
20, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Brown, 96 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer.
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Ebron's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chase Claypool, 61 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
For the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Get off the field.
And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Quarterback sacked. fumble on the play. Recovered.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll go underneath here to his running back. Catch is made. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one through the uprights and good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Coleman now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10